Okay, so I'm joined now by Mason Vi and his lovely wife Waverly. How you doing, guys?
Doing good,
Doing
yes.
great.
Well, you're very welcome to the Boots and Roots Show and, of course, to Westport Folk and Bluegrass Festival. And what a special occasion this is. You headlined the first night of the 20th anniversary show. So, guys, really delighted to see you here. You were absolutely amazing on stage.
Well, thank you.
Did you enjoy that?
We had a great
We
time.
had a great time,
Yeah, it
yes.
was really fun.
You just looked like you had a great time up there, and then there was more than yourselves up there. You just looked like you had a bit of a party going on.
Yeah, we hang out all the time, me and Waverly at the house. And so she's so busy because she's a doctor. She just graduated medical school. And
I
so
saw that on your Facebook. Yeah, congratulations.
she's
Thank you.
she's such a hard worker and everything, but we get to play around the house for fun. So this little Ireland tour has kind of been like just kind of an extension of a vacation almost. So, we're just
Yeah.
getting to go up there and bring our living room to the
Yeah.
audience over here. Is what it kind of feels like.
And it was really fun to get to play with Tyler Hughes on banjo, and
And then the Clem O'Brien band, them
Yeah.
sitting in at the end, it really
Yeah.
felt like a giant party by the end of the whole thing.
It looked great and it sounded great. No, it was absolutely brilliant. But Mason, it's obviously not your first time on the Boots and Roots show. It's not your first time in Ireland.
Yep.
I want to say A Taste of North Carolina, the feature on the Boots and Roots show, that was my first introduction to your music, was from Peg Parham. And then
Yes.
obviously back in, I think it was 2022, I saw you with Old Crow Medicine Show, A Country to Country. Now, we recently revisited that interview before you were headlining here. And at that time, I was sort of asking you about your solo career, and you were like, well, we'll not talk about that right now, but fast forward to 2026, what is going on?
Well, now I'm gone solo. I'm not with the Old Crow anymore. Kind of left out to do my own thing and released my own self-titled album, Mason Vi, which has been doing some cool stuff. Like had 2 number ones from it, as well as just a lot of critical reception of the whole album. Some songs that people are already starting to cover, which is pretty cool.
Fantastic.
You
Yeah.
gotta love that. You see some video online or something of somebody I don't even know, posting it, and then it just kind of feels like, well, it's getting out there. And that's really my dream, is to have a song that I've written kind of live on in the campfire jams wherever in the world, throughout the years.
But that you just didn't pick that up off the floor, because I know in that previous interview and even tonight you referenced your dad, the great songwriter David Vi.
Yes, yeah. Dad, he really influenced me in songwriting and always pushed me to write songs. He always said, well, why would you do covers, You're just covering somebody else's thing. Why wouldn't you just do your own song? And then, because you're basically promoting somebody else when you're doing a cover. And so it was one of those things where I was like, well, I just like to do covers, Dad, whatever, get off me or whatever. But then there's some wisdom to it as I've gotten older. And so I really appreciate him,
And I just have to
teaching me
say, it's almost a joke at this point where Mason will be playing some song I've never heard before that is just absolutely beautiful and so ear catching, and I'm like, what is that? One of Dad's songs. And so we kind of have been working on our own repertoire of his dad's songs, just because he
Yeah.
writes some bangers.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I want to keep them alive,
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
the songs, because Dad doesn't really tour around as much anymore. So, yeah, I just want to keep those songs in the rotation.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Somebody wants to hear them, I know.
Well, look, it's a gift you both have. It runs in the family, so that's great. Why not try and keep it alive? Absolutely, good music is good music, and it doesn't date, and that's what I think anyway. But yeah, so look, the two of you were absolutely fantastic tonight. I'm delighted you're doing your own thing. You did mention some people though tonight that were covering some of your songs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so do you want to tell us a bit about anybody or?
Oh yes. Oh, so Dale McCurry.
Yeah,
The
wow.
great Dale McCurry. On his last album that got nominated for a Grammy, he recorded my song "Brown Paper Bag." That was I recorded on this album. It ended up getting to him forever ago. This is something I recorded before joining Old Crow, and just through the way it got handed to him, and he liked that song. It's the first song on the album. So, as well as wrote, while I was writing with Old Crow and doing that Jubilee album that got nominated for a Grammy, I also wrote a song with Molly Tuttle that was was a contender for that same album, but we didn't end up recording it in Old Crow, so Molly Tuttle and Golden Highway, they recorded it, and that album ended up winning a Grammy, which is pretty cool. And so, yeah, there's a couple other people that have been recording some of my songs recently. There's Jesse Smathers recently. He just this week released this song, Gambler's Last Game. It's pretty cool that I wrote while we were on a trip to Costa Rica, and all I brought was a fiddle with me, which was pretty fun. And basically,
and Ashby Frank.
Ashby Frank, yeah, if you're familiar with him. And there's
just recorded Stokes County Buck Dancing Man.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, just all these different bluegrass acts kind of
What was it?
starting to just record some of the songs because they've piled up through the years. I write so many, and I can't release albums every month or anything, but I am trying to release more music. Yeah.
Good. Well, we look forward to hearing that. And on that note, you played your latest single tonight.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about that? And maybe we'll play it on the show now. I loved it. Really loved it.
Thank you so much. It's called See It While You Can. It's about protecting the national parks, and preserving them and helping stop these rollbacks that have been happening, at least in America. And I'm not sure exactly what it's like in Ireland with the national park legislation and all that stuff, but in America, some of that's been threatened, and so that's what kind of inspired me to write that song in the spirit of Woody Guthrie.
Fantastic. Yeah, and I hear the bit of Woody Guthrie coming in at the end there, so
Oh,
that was
yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
Love that. Well, look, Mason, we'll play that on the show now. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you back on the Boots and Roots show. Waverley, it's been a pleasure to meet you, and have we anything coming up before we go that you want to say?
Yeah, I want to plug one more thing. So the next cool big day, I guess, that's about to happen is June 23rd, where I'm playing the Ryman Auditorium.
Fantastic.
Which is going to be a lot of fun, which is the original Grand Ole Opry, Mother Church. And that same day, I have this single, which is another kind of in line with this past song, where I actually did a cover of Woody Guthrie song that I did as a duet with Lucinda Williams.
Oh, wow.
So I'm excited about that.
What's that called?
Deportees. So we're going to be releasing that one on June 23rd as well. So be on the lookout.
So you'll send that to us too, Mason?
Oh, yes. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, absolutely fantastic. Well, listen, great to see you, and best of luck with all of that, and hopefully get you back over here again soon.
Thank you.